Hello and welcome to Hoof Problems and PEMF, featuring Hoof Pro PEMF technology. My name is Rrichard Armentrout. I am an accredited professional farrier through the International Association of Professional Farriers. I am a certified journeyman farrier and an authorized Equipulse practitioner. I have been a farrier for over 20 years and have also been implementing PEMF technology into my practice for the last 8 years. So I'm going to discuss with you some history of PEMF and how PEMF can be implemented into the care of the equine. PEMF, if you are not aware, stands for Pulsed Electromagnetic Field Therapy. It has been used since the 70s and it's already registered with the FDA for healing non-union bone fractures as well as the treatment of migraines. And it is in the process of being registered for many other uses, including stroke, diabetes, etc. What the biggest question that we hear is, how does PEMF affect the body and how is it going to help? So you first have to understand that energy is produced by electromagnetic fields in your body. So every cell in your body emits electromagnetic fields and frequencies, and they communicate through these frequencies in order to function. If you have cellular damage due to injury or pathologies, these cells cannot communicate effectively. The cells will begin to die because the electromagnetic energy is diminishing. And what we have found with introducing micropulse electromagnetic fields is that they help to stimulate these cells and to promote healing. Another benefit of pulse electromagnetic field therapy is that it does create a percussive muscular contraction, which, similar to doing manual massage, you do get that percussive contraction, which does create a targeted deep tissue massage, essentially. So as a result, this helps to relieve the chronic pain and increase range of motion by breaking up adhesions in the fascia, and if there are if there's muscle soreness, and if you have tension and so forth, this will help improve that. So not only does PEMF operate on the biochemical processes of the body by inducing nitric oxide cascades and multiple other pathways, you get this percussive muscular contraction, and the benefits will include increase in blood flow, a reduction of inflammation in this area, and we believe that is being promoted by improving lymphatic flow. You have increased cell metabolism, cellular permeability, and again, the nitric oxide cascades, which result in better blood flow. And all of this promotes healing. You may be surprised to learn that there are over 10,000 published medical studies on the benefits of PEMF. This is in the human side, but we understand that many of these can be applied in the animal world. So over the last decade, the equine industry has introduced multiple types of devices, multi-power, multi-frequency PEMF systems and devices, and many in the racetracks across the country. They're being used to help heal fractures and many other conditions that we are going to discuss. Chronic inflammation, as many of you may know, is understood and established by science to be the root cause of disease in the body. So if there is a opportunity to improve inflammation, swelling, and reduce chronic inflammation, this can be beneficial to promoting healing and overall health of the body. We understand that PEMF does help to actually promote apoptosis of the T cells, which are necessary for the inflammatory response when there is injury. But if those T cells do not die off, it creates a chronic inflammatory condition. And PEMF has been proven to actually promote the death of those T cells to reduce that inflammatory response. So for the equine athlete, the benefits that can be harnessed for PEMF we have found include promoting the healing in tendon and ligament injuries, muscle soreness in the backs, shoulders, stifle problems, whether that be tendon ligament issues or arthritic issues, hock issues, non-union fractures, and we have laminitis, navicular. You can see the list here. I'll discuss some of these just briefly. In my experience, I've done quite a few cases with navicular. We find that promoting the circulation and reduction of inflammation in the hoof using the Hoof Pro technology, we have phenomenal results. If you understand the podotrochlear apparatus of the hoof, it involves multiple soft tissues in the back half of the foot. So it's not just the navicular bone, you have all of the ligaments and soft tissues associated with that, the DDFT, impar ligament, and so forth. We do find that majority of the cases that present radiographically as showing changes in the navicular bone are not actually lame. So what we have to realize is that most of the navicular issues are not bone related, they're soft tissue related, whether it be the tendon, the ligaments, etc. And that inflammation in those areas can be helped greatly by promoting the reduction of inflammation with the PEMF technology. I specialize in laminitis. We do a lot of work using the PEMF technology and the Hoof Pro for these cases to help reduce the inflammation inside the hoof capsule and promote circulation. Abscesses is another area that I have great success where we apply the Hoof Pro directly to the hoof. That energy is going right up into the hoof and helping to promote, again, circulation, reduce inflammation, promote lymphatic flow, and many of the cases are resolved after just one session. So it's phenomenal how many applications can be used with PEMF. Colic is something that I've worked on. Ulcers, we see great response with our loop systems over the barrel of the horse. And a 15-20 minute session in that area, working on all aspects of the abdomen, we can see a horse that does not want to be touched in any way, exhibiting kicking, biting responses, to completely relaxed and willing to be handled within a 20 or 30 minute session. So the benefits are far reaching, and anything that you can do from a natural perspective is definitely positive. I would like to offer a free PEMF report. If you scan this code, we put together a report of human studies. It's a 53-page report. There's over 60 diseases listed, ranging from bone healing to depression to osteoarthritis and even wound healing. It's in alphabetical order. So if you just scan this QR code, you can download this study. It's a great opportunity to review and study how PEMF is impacting human disease. And again, we can transfer that understanding to a lot of pathologies in the horse world. one of the things that we do to validate the efficacy of thermal imaging or PMF is utilizing thermal imaging. And there's a couple of slides I'll show here where we see before and after responses after applying thermal or applying PEMF therapy and taking before and after thermals. This particular horse had had a foal and had some birth trauma, a lot of strain in the hind end, and this thermal image on the left does show an increased heat signature down the legs. If you're not familiar with thermal imaging, the white is the hottest temperature. If you look on the right-hand side, you'll see the scale going from 94 degrees, and down at the bottom at the black is 74 degrees. And so if you're looking at the image, you see white would be the hottest temperature at 94 degrees, followed by red and yellow, green, and blue and purple and black. So just looking at that scale, we can see that the red and yellow is the prominent heat signature on the left side. And after a 10-minute session, we have a drop in temperature pretty significantly, and the blood flow looks like it is a lot more normal on the right-hand side. Here's another case where we had an injury at the pastern, and we applied the Hoof Pro bindings to the foot. We did a 10-minute session, and if you can see the temperature readings there around the hairline, before the session it was 97 degrees, and after the session it was 93 degrees. So we did see a reduction there of 4 degrees, which is significant. Here's another case that I worked on. Pardon me. That was a support limb founder case. The left hind had a catastrophic tendon rupture, and unfortunately they did not support the hind end, and the right hind, which was a support limb, foundered under that stress. And in this case, we were able to arrest the founder using positive pressure heart bars, and the resulting complications afterwards with the swelling and so forth occurred, where we had to resect some of the horn up around the coronary band. But as you can see in the thermal image on the left-hand side, that hoof and ankle is very angry. And in order to help promote healing, increase circulation, we did a Hoof Pro session there. And on the right-hand side, that's 10 minutes after doing a 10-minute session. And a remarkable change immediately after doing that session, with much more uniform blood flow and a reduction of the heat signature there. Pardon me. This image shows, in this case, we did a test to see what would happen if we were trying to increase blood flow in the hoof. This is very effective and helpful for cases where you have thin soles and you're trying to promote growth. We found that not only does PEMF help to improve circulation and that heat signature will increase, but in cases of laminitis and navicular, we see a reduction of heat in the signature. So the body physiologically knows how to utilize and harness that energy and either increase the blood flow or reduce that inflammation. So when we see an increase in blood flow and circulation, we will see an increase in the thermal signature. So in this case, if you look at the left screen, you're looking at the 4 spot points, upper left-hand corner. You have the temperatures there. Spot number 1 at the tip of the frog, and spot 3 at the back of the frog, spot 4 in the toe quarter. And on the right-hand side, the after image, you do see an increase in temperatures in all of those areas. And Again, this was after a 10-minute session using the Hoof Pro technology. So again, the application here can benefit a horse that needs to improve the circulation in the hoof for better growth. The Hoof Pro applications that we have available, we have a very large Hoof Pro XL, which can be utilized for larger breed horses, or just as an easy way to get any horse to stand directly on the application and stand comfortably. There are also Hoof Pro bindings with the mag disc that recesses in the bindings, as you can see in the photo on the bottom right. The horse can stand on those bindings and have the opportunity to move around a little bit without stepping off of the pad. So this can be really helpful if you have a little bit of an anxious horse, or you have a fly issue and the horse tends to move around a little bit. I utilize these primarily in my practice, and we definitely like the fact that the horse can step around a little bit and not step off of the plate. Again, these applications are helping cases of navicular issues, laminitis, improving blood flow when you have sole depth problems, reducing abscesses and helping them to resolve a lot faster. So we try to have as many applications as possible with this technology to make it as easy for the applicator to have the horse stand on the the disc, so that PEMF energy can go directly up into the hoof. We'd like to offer for any HorseTech conference attendees a discount if you're interested in learning more about the Hero and would like a quote. You can scan these QR codes here, and you will get a free quote. And my number is also below if you're interested in any additional information. Again, the PEMF technology I've been utilizing in my practice. I use it on myself, I use it on my clients, and I've had tremendous positive outcomes using it in horse-related issues. We will happy to discuss any further applications with you if you reach out. Very happy to have the opportunity to discuss hoof problems and how PEMF technology can benefit them. Please reach out if you have any questions, but thank you so much for attending and for your attention. Have a wonderful day.